Come house hunt with me. Today we're going to look at stale properties in Los Angeles, so stuff that's been on the market for a long time. So the perils of being on the market for a long time because it was probably overpriced is the like if I see something that's been on the market for a long time, or better yet, my buyers, they're going to say, what's wrong with it? Like, that's the biggest thing I hear, and everybody's trying to shop for a deal at that point. So, like I said, it's been on the market a long time. People most of be trying to deal hunt with your property. Let's see. Let's go pretty aggressive. Let's see if it's something that's been on the market for at least 6 months. Okay, here we go. I got to start a new search here. Here we go. All right, so I said 6 months. Usually people's listing contracts are 6 months. So either they've been extended, or somebody just signed them to a contract for a longer period. I think the max now, which is a recent law or regulation, is I think 2 years, because there was some weird thing where people were doing these borderline perpetual contracts. I'm gonna do a maximum of 2 million. No, yeah, 2 million, because any higher, then we're kind of getting in the luxury range, and that is kind of not commonplace, but it is a little bit more. It is a little bit more common to look for those things to be on the market for longer. So if we go to the map, we're going to zoom into Los Angeles. Okay, 6 months. Not a whole lot, not a ton by the coast. Maybe we'll break this up. So we'll stay west of the 110. Sorry to the valley and Pasadena, that sort of thing, because I'm also going to stay on this side of the hill. But let's see. So let's start with a couple coastal ones. Let's go. We're also in solidarity with the unfortunate events in the Palisades. We'll leave out the Palisades for now too. Okay, so I'm curious about this one. That's in Venice. Okay, so you can get a house in Venice at 1.6 million. This one has been on the market for 243 days, so almost a year. It's older. It needs some love. I don't think you can see the map. Oh, you can't. We'll get satellite view here. I'd be curious about street view. Sometimes, like, the reason why maybe it's been sitting for a while is maybe it's like up against like a store, or a freeway or something like that. The other thing too is if like it's been on the market for a long time, it might be because what was I gonna say? Oh, because like maybe it's tenant occupied and they're trying to deliver it with a tenant inside, which is like very, very difficult to get somebody out. Okay, so then we got a little older fixer-ish in Venice, and the marina at 1.05 is like a condo. This is like the Marina Peninsula, so kind of more like Venice Beach. As you can see here, you can come out of this building and walk right to the beach there. In fact, personal fact, my in-laws rented an Airbnb in here during my wedding, when my wife and I lived over this area. So it says commercial, but that's pretty cool. So it's a studio. No info. Oh, 1,135 square feet. It's a trust sale. No court confirmation. I don't know. I mean, it needs some love. It's got that outdoor space. I'm kind of surprised to see this there. Usually, like, condos minimum over in this part of town are like in the 1.2-ish range. So yeah, so there's that. Let's see what's 2 million for El Segundo near the main street. This is an apartment building. So I'm gonna leave out commercial stuff. So we'll kind of skip that one. All right, let's go to the middle of the city. So we've seen a fixer in Venice. We've seen like a ambiguous commercial slash condo type studio thing in the Marina Peninsula. What do we got in the Hollywood Hills for 1.95? You've got this Nichols Canyon property right up against a hill. That's kind of neat how that's newish. Okay, you know what I wonder about this one? This looks newly remodeled. And when something is newly remodeled, like it's maybe done by a developer, some of these developers, they sink so much in, they want to maybe try to recoup their costs back. So that might be the situation on this one. That's pretty cool though. Been on the market for over a year. Let's see, it's got a $19,000 price reduction. 19,000 at like 1.949. Like that doesn't do much. And no disrespect to whoever's doing this. I'm just saying, like, it's very minimal for this. So it started here we go. Look at this. 1.7, almost 1.8 that they bought it for in 2021. Then they had it listed at basically 2 million at the beginning of the year, and it's just like steadily taking reductions. So I wonder if this was something that was developed and took a long time to develop, and that now they're just trying to recoup costs. Beautiful home though, beautiful home. Let's see. Let's go one more in the hills. Let's see what's. Here we go. 695 Beverly Glen, like way up in the hill. Oh, it's land. Forget it. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yeah, it's land. Vacant land. We're not looking at vacant land. So what about 1 million though? More vacant land. Okay. I should have filtered this out. Let's do that real quick. Property type, single family. We've already started with condos, so we'll keep condos in there along with townhomes. All right, back to there. Okay, that eliminated some of the stuff. So you do have some stuff like Beverly Hills adjacent, West Hollywood, that's been sitting for a while. Here we go. Look at this. 1.59, probably like right on the 405 here. If we look at the map, yep. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see this in my screen grab here, but it's like right up against the freeway. It's nice, really nice on the inside. That's the challenge, right? You got something like this, but how close do you want to be on the freeway? I know this neighborhood somewhat well, and they probably have pretty good walls up for this one, but still. Okay. So we've seen a fixer, a place that's kind of like ambiguous on property type. We've seen what's probably like a developer that put a lot in, is trying to recoup their cost. Let's see what they got. I think right here, if I know my area is correct, this should be the Dons, which is a beautiful neighborhood in the Baldwin Hills with great views and big houses. Let's see. Yep, Don Felipe. So this one is almost 3,000 square feet. That's the thing, you get a lot of size over in this neighborhood, and 1.7. There's not a lot to walk to because you're up in a hill. But look at that. A pool with a water slide. This one probably doesn't have a view though, which is like one of the nice things about that. Bedroom, entertainment room. That's like a second floor. It must be layout. Let's see here. So you walk in, there's the foyer, excuse me. Living room, dining. So lots of common space. I wonder if the kicker for this one, like why it's it's been on for a while, is you've only got the 3 bedrooms. This bedroom looks smaller right here. So maybe it's like the problem with this one is too much common space and not enough bedrooms for the square footage, if you will. But it looks like a really cool house. All right, so let's, for the sake of fun with this search, let's pick our favorite. What's your favorite, by the way? I'm curious to hear based off of the ones that I've pulled up, because with this one, it's actually a pretty wide search. There's actually a lot in LA that has been sitting for a while. So, if I'm gonna pick, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look for one more in South Bay, and then based off of that, then we'll pick our favorite. So I'd like to be close to the water. Here's Redondo Beach. No, you know what? Let's see if there's any in Palos Verdes. Nope, just San Pedro. I wonder where this is, because you do have right kind of in here in Rancho Palos Verdes, the earth is sliding a lot right here. And it's caused a bunch of houses to be condemned right here. Hopefully that's not the case with this one. Oh, it's a condo, so it's probably not the case. It's right on the golf course. I'm not gonna say whose golf course. Ocean Terrace. I mean, it's a cool area. It's just kind of way off the beaten path. 491 days on market. So, boy, that's like a year and a third there. Okay. It's taken a $100,000 price reduction. Let's do one more. I'm not seeing a lot of exciting stuff in the South Bay. Oh, here, these have been on the market for a while, at least 6 months, and lo and behold, it's right up against LAX here. Here's what I'm surprised about is Playa del Rey 668 on Manitoba, so like a smaller one-bed condo. But I could see why, because usually one-bed condos, oh, I'm using too much memory. Usually one-bed condos are kind of more in the 500 range. Look at this. The pictures aren't too compelling. Just like kind of partial. And this has been on the market for 212 days. This is actually, I take that back. This should be a decent, this should be the correct pricing or close to it, because it's got the, it's one of these units that has like a loft in it for this one, and washer and dryer in the unit. And okay, they started off, they've taken a lot of price changes, but like very minute. Look at this, 679 down 100, is that $150 price reduction? I don't recommend this. Then you got a $50 price reduction. This is like, you might as well not even do that. Like this to me is like a price reduction where it's just to like get it to the top of like a feed, like on a either MLS or Redfin. But boy, you give this a little bit of love, like this should sell much quicker. Yeah, this is not too bad of a listing. I don't hate it. Okay, picking out of everything, I'm going with that Venice house right here. 1.6. Okay, now let's say I'm like I've got interest in this. Another reason why it might be sitting is if the price is high, the seller might have like particular expectations. Like they might have gotten lower offers and they've just decided, I'm not taking that. I've got my price. My price is 1650 or bust. So I'm not changing anything. But my strategy with this one would be like if you're my client and you're interested in this, I call and just get like a history on it. Well, why has it been sitting this long? And then from there, let's say it hasn't, the best case scenario, it hasn't sold, they want to get it moved soon. Then you start looking at comparatives in the area to see like how much wiggle room there is there. If you're somebody that maybe has been losing out on a lot of stuff and you're okay with something not being in pristine condition, maybe you decide like, oh, you know, I want this one, and because I don't have a ton down, I'm gonna ask the seller to, like, I'm gonna get close to the listing price, and I'm gonna ask the seller to give me some credit towards closing costs. So then you come less out of pocket for it, and that potentially gives you either more money to just get in or even to fix it up. So if you've made it that far through with me searching all of Los Angeles, or at least a good chunk of like the center to western part of LA, and you stuck it out with me, then I say, you know, pick yours. Let me know in the comments what your favorite is. I'm gonna post a link to the to the search for this one in a public collection, and that way you can go in and see it and pick your own, and let me know what you think.